Hello, hello. This is Margaret Mwangi, your host and your presenter for this global program, which is known as Amazing Discovery and TV channel. Here we focus on teaching you and informing you on tourism sector, whereby we talk about hotels. We profile hotels. We profile some of the stakeholders in this industry, the service providers such as the tour guide, the drivers, those who also do the curio, the fishermen at the sea. So it cuts across all that. And this today I'm here. I just wanted to talk about the trees which we normally have in our forests. Today, I'm outside where I normally come to visit my friends, the baboons, and I have just found a fruit. I think it has fallen up from a tree. The name of the tree I shall find out in the course of the day, but here is a big fruit. Uh, it is farish, golden in color. I don't know whether there are seeds inside. I shall find out. And the trees which are here, it has fallen from these trees. If you are a botanist, you can be able to identify the name of these trees. I've never seen this before. And to me, I'm learning a lot by observing the nature. These are trees which they have branches, they have the branches, just not so many branches, but they are spreading all over the tree from all directions. The leaves are not as broad as one would expect, but they're enough to give someone a cover from harsh scorchy sun. But as when I compare with other trees with broader leaves, which are also the leaves might be bold and might be so many, meaning even when it rains you can be able to maybe stand under the tree, although it's not recommended, if especially if you are in those places where the issue of lightning striking trees, striking the tallest objects in those areas, and killing people's life is prevalent. So I wouldn't advise for that. But what if you are just taking a cool cover from the scorchy sun? These are some of that's the time when you're walking along the road and you find there are no trees, there are no vegetation, the sun is scorchy. That's the time you just desire, if there were trees, there was thicket, there was shrubs where you can stand and be able to take a cover and be able maybe to even get that breeze. But and these are some of the things we take for granted. Remember, these things were there from the very beginning. God created the entire world. He created this. Each day he had to create something, because he's an awesome God, a creative God. He created the vegetation, he created the waters, he created the sky. And when we think of the sky, we think about the sun, we think about the moon, we think about the stars. When we think about the ocean, what comes into our mind? We think about those marine life which is there, the turtles. We think about the sharks, we think about the dollfish, we think about fishing. We what comes into our minds? We think about the big ship, we think about the boats, we think about swimming, we think about the seafoods, the water, what comes out of that ocean or that sea sea. And remember, these things, sorry, God created them for consumption. If there are those people who love eating seafood, they have their own types of nutrients they give to our bodies. Maybe there are also like minerals you can get out of them. You can get proteins out of them. And if we were just eating just the same type of meals over and over again, our body will lack some of these nutrients and nourishment that we would need as human beings in order for us to grow. In order, sorry, for the bones to form, to be properly formed, we need to have a lot of calcium, iodine. We need to have zinc. We need to have iodine, and these are some of the things we should be thinking of. If you are a lover of the environment, if you are an environmentalist, just like Margaret, we should all the times when we see things think about when you see the trees, think about protecting them. Think about creating enabling environment for them to remain healthy, so that they can continue becoming offering the benefits they can offer, if not to human beings, they can offer to the animals. Because yesterday, remember, I was telling you about animals feeding on these trees, the leaves. They feed on leaves. And I also want to believe not all types of trees. There must be specific ones, and that's why they have to jump from one tree to another to go very far in order for them to find the specific trees which have what they are looking for. They have the fruit they are looking for. They have the berries they are looking for, because if they happen to feed on something which is poisonous, they will end up dying, suffering before they die, and then they die. So God has given them the wisdom to be able to tell, I can be able to eat this and not this. I can be able to jump on this tree and not this one. Because even as human beings, if we don't preserve our food well, we leave it exposed, maybe in humid conditions, it can be able to have to get the bacteria. And uh, assuming that you eat that kind of food, you might end up getting that food poisoning. And when you get the food poisoning, it makes one or it makes you uncomfortable. You might develop stomachache. You might have those excruciating pain. You have to visit the doctor. And when you go to visit the doctor, remember, you have to carry some money, because there is that consultation fee. He will say, so after diagnosing the problem, he will give you medicine. And for medicine, you will be required to go and buy at a chemist. And this is a chain. The chemist person who is there, he's waiting for you. He's waiting for those who are sick. It is those who are sick who go to visit them. If you're healthy, and if you're healthy, you're God has given you that gift of good health. You might not need the services of a doctor. You might not need the services of that lab technician to be able to test you, to test your blood, to test your urine and all that. So in short, what I'm trying to say, let's live our nature the way God created it to be. It is for us now to tap into it, to be able to have animals coming to visit. We are able to see them. Our children are able to enjoy and to learn their names, their characters, and it maybe perhaps also to play with them if it is a situation like the dolphins which are found here in Diani beach, in Diani area. So when we end up destroying the nature, we will have we will live in regret, because even the future generation that shall come after us, they will have nothing to admire. They will have nothing to learn. They will not be able, even they will not be able to visit these national parks, game parks. They won't be able, because at the end of the day, what will they be going to see there if we destroy the animals? Right now in our country, Kenya, we are much aware that animals like the white rhino, it's a protected animal because they are very few. There were so many, the poachers came, destroyed them, poached them, which we know poaching is illegal and is something we should fight as Kenyans. So when they go destroying the rhinos, they remove the tusks, they go selling them, importing them illegally to other countries such as China, whereby they are used to make ornaments and also to make those idols, what they call their god. You can excuse me for this. We end up losing our animals. To them, they see it as a business entity. They see it as a way of making money. But do you think this money they are getting out of poaching, it's good money? Of course, it's dirty money. It's money which you have to break rules in order for you to make a living, to have that money. This is something we should discourage. This is something when our government are putting policies and systems in place, they are putting law in place to protect the animals, the endangered animals like elephants. We should support them. We should support those campaigns. It's high time we go. We use our social media platforms to voice out our concerns regarding this, because I'm telling you, Kenyan is known. It's known as our beautiful country. Kenya is known as a tourist destination. And when we get tourists from all over the world, from the continent of Asia, Europe, North and South America, Australia, other African countries, they are helping to improve our economy. They are bringing in foreign currency, which can be used to build the infrastructure, to employ people, ensure that those who are in the hospitality industry, they have jobs, they can be able to support their families, they can be able to pay for their bills. So let us remember, my parting words would be, let us remember that it is our responsibility to take care of our nature. It is our responsibility, collective effort to take care, to protect our animals. It is our collective effort to sensitize people about regarding the importance of taking care of our flora and fauna. It is our responsibility to, when we whatever God has created, whatever we have, to leave it for future generations. It is our responsibility to ensure that when laws, policies are put in place, like when we go visiting the beach, we are told we are not supposed to go with plastics, the plastic plates, the plastic bottles, the one user the one user bottles. Let's not do it, because whenever we go there, no one is watching us. We go with them, we trash them in the water, we trash them beside the ocean. Yeah, there might be no one seeing us, or who is aware, who knows Maggie is there, Margaret is there, another person is there. But a few years from now, we shall be able to feel the weight of our insensitive decisions that we make as human beings. Let us have that passion in us. Let us join organizations which are on the which are on forefront in creating awareness and helping us to preserve our environment, like UNEP and the others. Let us become brand ambassadors to help fight against all the vices that are helping us destroy the nature. Let us be there to win this war. Remember what our former late president Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi came up with. He came up with a slogan that if you cut one tree, you are supposed to plant two. You cut a tree, make sure you plant two. You cut 5, you plant 10. You cut 20, plant 40. You cut 100, plant 200. You cut 500, plant 1,000, so that we can be able, our environment is not affected, our weather patterns are not affected, and that at the end of the day, our country remained to be how God had intended it to be. From Diani Beach, from Diani area, this is Margaret Mwangi wishing you a blessed afternoon, and may you be prosperous in whatever you do. May you have a productive day. May we continue to join hands to protect our environment. May we join hands to protect our nature. May we join hands to protect our animals. And when the tourists come over, they bring the currency, the foreign exchange, the foreign currency. When we have enough food, to feed the nation. We have food security and all that. We shall be glad that we made the right choices. God bless you. And from here, it's bye-bye.